Hello, hello, hello. Long time. Haven't been here. Been through a lot. Look at me now. Totally different space. So, a quick update. Now it's July. Real hot summer in the desert where I live. And the AC broke down. And my daughter is mainly in the cities. So, just last week, I came here to this home of my boyfriend with our dog, my dog. And I've spent here the past week. And I guess I will be here most of the summer. And when I say that a lot has changed, it's not just that. Also, at my home, in my family, in my motherhood, in my life, I feel many transitions. Um, Everything is connected to everything, you know. The book that I'm reading with the method of self development that I'm um, practicing is all connected with the family process that I'm going through. My 15-year-old son is moving from the desert when we lived together for the past 4 years, and he lives with his father and his father's family, and they are moving to Tel Aviv, and that is a big, big, big change. Um, I've been divorced since like 12 years. My son was only 3 when we were separated. And when I moved from the city to the desert, uh, my my ex and his family did the same. So basically, in the past 13 years, we were very much close to each other, trying to be the best parents and to grow our kids harmoniously and somewhere together, even though we are separated for many years. And that is a very, we are what is called a complex family, because my my kids, they have like half sisters and an extra woman. So it's complex, and we survived. um, we survived the ups and lows that we had in the past 12 years, managing to live close to each other, and critical years in the self-development of the both of us and whole humanity. Just think about the past 13 years that we had. So anyway, that's a big change. And I'm allowing myself to really feel everything, um, to feel the sadness and the letting go and the fear of change. And so I'm feeling everything, and I've shared some of it, but not in the past month. And I think that in the past month, something really like continued in the transformation, with really good conversations with my kid's father, and a different feeling with my motherhood and my inner self. So there are many emotional, family related changes, and everything is also reflecting in our home. I've recorded from my boys' room, which already transformed into my creation room. And the transformation in the physical, like with the furniture and all the little things that create space to be very personal. All of this movement in the physical world is just a reflection of the movement and the changes that I'm going through and we are going through as a family. And I really love to connect those dots, to connect the physical and the spiritual, emotional process that I'm going through. So I've been dancing this dance in the past month, I think, um, feeling the movement in many aspects in my life. And one of them is me living more here in this home, um, which is, first of all, it's heartwarming. Uh, I would have never guessed that I would want to live with a man and share a home with a man, and it's a nice surprise. So even though it's not like official and we have both homes, we are really trying to spend as much time as we can with each other, in spite of the physical distance. But the main thing is that this lovely home is located near the Gaza Strip. And that is something that is really difficult for me to feel and to bear. And it's difficult also for my dog. Just so you understand that um, we feel the earth moving and we hear bombs uh, of the um, fights in Gaza Strip. We hear it here, and we're not that close. Okay, so it's difficult to feel that when you can also be empathic to the suffering of the Gazan people, of the soldiers. They're risking their lives. My personal opinion is that this war must end, and it goes on thanks to political benefits that some gain from it. And it is really heartbreaking. I've learned myself through the years, and I do understand that I'm very sensitive. I'm a very sensitive person, and that brought me to this point of life in life where I don't expose myself to um, frames or visions or specific detailed um, uh, texts about war and suffering and child abuse, and there is so much shit going on. And it's hard to live here and not consume the news, but I've been on this diet for many years now. And I moved to live in the desert because I feel everything and it was just too much for me. So from this stillness and um, ability to protect my peace most of the time, here I am and my beloved home, feeling very much at home here and feeling very much the pain, the horror, the suffering of both sides from this physical place. seeing my dog so terrified from the shakes and the bombs is just, it breaks my heart, and it's just a reflection of how I feel about it. And I know maybe it's not popular to say that in the reality that we are experiencing, maybe most of the people who say their opinion are much more, you know, um, like they have a concrete uh, uh, opinion or something like that. And I do not have the solutions, okay? I'm just here to expose the feelings uh, that I feel. It is just, sometimes it feels so surreal when I go out and I see the amazing sunset, for example, amazing nature, where I talk to my neighbor about how good of a dad he is, raising his two kids. And then all of a sudden, bombs. And it is just something that I feel like I cannot comprehend, holding both ends of the stick of these beautiful, beautiful moments in nature or one on one with humans. And then at the same time, very close, a bloody war that everyone get hurts from, except for the people who want this war to continue. And it is just heartbreaking for me. And I think that this is why I keep myself, trying to anyway, to keep myself away from news. But now I hear them not on TV, not on the radio. I hear them otherwise, and it is something very difficult for me. So don't get me started talking about people who live here like forever, kids that are growing up, and this war sound reality. And I don't separate Israelis and Palestinians. Thank God that in the past 13 minutes, no bombs were bombed. So this is me. I'm not sure where this is going, but I'm willing to find out. Ciao.